Alright, so I just finished a run. I beat not the boss and unlocked a couple new classes, and I'm going to try to learn my way through a new class with you guys. So here we'll start over. Kind of like in Slay the Spire, when you start over from that screen, I'm pretty sure that you get a buff of some sort, maybe just when you die. So I've been going pretty deep into these arrow-based classes. Let's try one of the melee ones. Berserkers want to be on the verge of death. That sounds kind of cool. These guys want to block, maybe a bit more in line with my general play style. Yeah, let's try the Pathfinder here. Got a difficulty increase because I finished the game again. Gonna just let that stand. I feel the game's fairly easy, actually. They avoid taking damage. Gets additional energy and a draw bonus cards from their deck with their ultimate. They charge their ultimate by playing stance cards, which I guess are going to be a part of this class. Those are the defensive cards as far as I understand. If I didn't receive any damage, become focused, which means... I don't know. We'll find out soon. I think it's just a damage increase. That's like a rolling stacking thing where it kind of grows every turn. Okay, so yeah, let's just get a good handle on what being focused means. Increase damage by 50%. Wow, that is a very big increase. Stacks with itself every turn I don't receive damage. So yeah, that's pretty nice. Pretty good, as they like to say. Okay, for whatever reason, my stats are on my items page. 9 to 13, 10 base armor. Okay. Right, so small strikes and onslaught. And insight as my ability card. Duplicate my next stance. Alright, that's okay. I get to do that every turn. I get to duplicate a block or a stun. Stunning somebody twice isn't really that hot. Blocking a few times is good. So this is basically just to give you flexibility. If I can start drawing free stance cards or ways to make that particular card free, that would help accelerate me.
The blacksmith is hot.
And as usual, one of the first things I always want to do here, come to the blacksmith and buy some runes. What do I think is going to be good in combat? So healing 5 HP, not that good. Reduce the armor of enemies. I think I'll probably take that for offense. 75 armor, not that great. Don't want armor on defense. Use my combat slots, also not that great. I guess we're going to go with the healing. It's kind of just always decent. It helps you recover from any damage that you do just happen to take incidentally. And of course, armor reduction is basically a damage boost. Turn it on my candle in the foray into the weird. And again, the thing that I always want to do, figure out where the boss is and go in the other direction. So we'll hop over here. Alright, so what do we got going on? This guy just wants to hurt me. I'm not going to need to block this turn. I don't think I'm going to bother stunning him. So we're just going to go in on damage. I think small strikes... Yeah, that's 3 random full damage. Nine to 14. It's just more damage. Yeah. Still collecting livers. Okay, so what do we got here? Draw one card. It costs 0 energy this turn. That's kind of cool. It's stance, so it charges my ultimate. Does mean you kind of are locked into playing that card. Target block. Block the next hit of a chosen enemy. That's interesting, because normally block just happens in order of attack, but you can, take a little hit and choose to block a big one. So that's kind of value, truthfully. Reduce damage dealt by all enemies by 30% for 2 turns. So that's kind of nice, but, I'm really going for full blocks with this class, so we'll take this target block. That seems pretty cool for a boss fight, and the class probably generally is prolonging fights. Adding energy is generally very powerful. It's the core of the action economy, right? I would get 1/3 more powerful by doing this, but it's only really going to happen on the 6th, 7th turn of combat. Whenever your energy is higher than 3, increase my damage by 100%. That's much more likely to happen. Or start with 1 instance of focus, which is a 50% damage boost. I think we'll take this energy here. I think it's going to be important for keeping momentum here. Oh, energy is higher than 3, not ultimate charges. I wonder if this class has a lot of ways to boost energy. We're going to go with the focus one then. Yeah, this wordstone's kind of in the middle of nowhere. I'm not going to get a lot of value from it, so I will extinguish it. Alright, so what do we got going on here? Creates barriers to protect allies. Spawn illusions of random enemies. Okay. I think I want to take out this Mindbender, insofar as I have a choice in the matter. Since no damage is incoming, we'll just start with damage. So yeah, just damage all around. He's dealing quite a bit of damage, truthfully. Do I want to deal with him? I think I do. I'm gonna lose my focus here. Yep. There's all energy lost next turn. Let's just see what I get out of the small strikes. Take this guy out. Oh my gosh, it didn't actually take him out. Okay, good. And I could block twice, but it's really just gonna be block 1. There's an extreme chance that I get the kill here. Gain 1 energy for every 6. Draw 1 card for every 3. So I get nothing. Might as well block. Okay, and again, I'll just get the kill here. It's pretty straightforward. So that really, you know, a little problematic there. A bit difficult to keep the class doing what it's meant to be doing throughout that fight. Gotta put a lot of energy towards blocking. Alright, these mostly useless.
The choking stench of tallow permeates inside the.
Okay, that's a interesting take. Run all the way out here. Get into this fight. That eat up my word candle? Yes, it did. It gave me a crappy card for it. So I just got 2 block there. Deals extra damage for every block that I have. What is the downside? I'm gonna lose 2 energy next turn. That kind of sucks. Alright, let's onslaught a guy. So that was a mistake. I forgot that I had the energy reduction. So we'll blow the flute here. Reduce the damage of everyone in combat. Just because I'm going to be taking damage this turn, where typically I'm trying not to. Again, that's the cost of my being sloppy with my word candle management. So I got 3 block out of that? It doesn't seem right. And I have a massive damage reduction. Yeah, that doesn't interact with this onslaught. Man, I'm learning about this class the hard way. Let me say. Let me say. I still don't have a stun, which I really want to stun this guy out. But it's one of the 2 cards left in the deck, right? Okay, so insight, block, block. If I can get another energy and 2 cards, I guess. Like, why not? Alright, we get the stun. So I basically used my ultimate this turn to reset this guy. Reduce everyone's damage. Next turn I'll reduce the cost of a card by 1. I would much prefer to do that. But you got a double block. Damage him. Alright, so that free card that I just picked up was this attack. Right. So typically, you want to leave these abominations till last since they attack everybody on the field. They do buff themselves, but in this combat, this guy was going first every time, so all of my blocks blocking him. So a pretty rough start to that battle. I did lose quite a bunch of health, but I do have that rune to kind of make up for it. Alright, so what do we got here? 2 hits, 50% damage to random enemies. If both strikes hit the same enemy, add 1 hit. Chain. If I've played more attacks this turn, I will play this card again. The problem is, I want to play stances every turn. They cost something. Retaliate with 1 hit, dealing 200% damage received from the next hit. It's an interesting stance. Like it seems good for just playing with, but again, not going with the focus of this class. Deal 1 hit for 100% damage, duplicate the next card played. So this seems kind of nice, right? This is like a reverse chain, but I get to duplicate something like a block. Yeah, we'll take this. Not a fan of 2 feints. I don't think I'm going to get the value out of this. This, I'm almost guaranteed to get some value out of.
Godless he.
Okay, I don't have enough cash to buy anything. That was fun. Alright, this is a bit of a difficult fight. This enemy redirects all damage from all allies to itself. I can reduce their armor for 1 turn, or get an extra card next turn for free. I think I'll allow that to just fall out. And maybe there's a card that I want to play next turn. My hand itself, nothing crazy, 13 damage. You're like playing 2 attacks, except you're going to double the next card that I play. Or to just play 3 attacks, it's the same damage. Well, I guess we're just going to start wailing away on that guy. Small strikes is actually more damage than the attack. So, chain, duplicate small strikes. And get absolutely beat up in the process. Alright, so we're gonna get 1 block off. Yeah, we'll throw out the small strikes. 9 to 13, yeah. And then we'll block again just for the alt value. Okay, again, everyone's attacking me this turn. I can go all in on the blocks. That kind of progresses me forward in the fight in a way where I get to up my focus. I get to up my ultimate. Yeah, I think it's the right way to play this character. Okay, great. Now I can block here. Fortunately, that doesn't seem to power up my onslaught. I should draw up here. Am I gonna have enough to get a kill? Don't think so. I'm gonna play at least one attack. Let's see how that goes. I need to do 44 on average. 21. I can get lucky. Oh gosh, it's so close. Well, it worked out. Alright, so everyone's armor down. I think that's what I want to go with. Do the many strikes. Attack out there. Looking good, looking good. I'm now at double damage, so straight up murder with that one.
As you approach. Yeah.
Florist is cool. I like him. Yeah, definitely in for this gain a block, draw card with its cost reduced the next turn. This is a good card to duplicate because it's a value card. Let's not fall into that same trap I did before. Okay, so yeah, he'll spawn illusions, he'll protect people. Let's go with a block, slot, and attack. Should leave me good for my focus this turn. Indeed it did. Deal a hit for 30 to 52 damage. This might just kill this guy. As it did. Yeah, so I might as well just dump the rest of my damage to this enemy. It's the end of that. In a way, that was a great display of the power of your light levels. Inhuman Utterings. Charge your ultimate ability to half of its max charges. Which is kind of interesting here, because it's a stance itself, so it charges my ultimate. But I think that kind of gets eaten up by the fact that it'll put me to 6, right? And at 6, it pays for itself and I get to draw 2 cards. So this is almost... Actually, I think it is free. It's just cards. Stun all enemies with no or negative armor. That's interesting. I do have the armor debuffing rune. I think I'll take this Inhuman Utterings. So this is temporary. Max damage plus 6. That's like 3 damage on average. It's decent. Whenever I play 4 more cards on turn, my first hit in the next turn deals triple damage. So that's kind of nice. The synergies might be there. But 4 or more cards. I have no cards that are free. Am I just taking the raw damage? This class really feels like it has the ability to combo out, but pieces don't seem to be there, at least not that I have access to right now. Yeah, I'm not going to invest in him right now. Just don't have the gold. Okay, so this is a pretty common fight. This guy will give me shitty cards, and this one is a summoner. Typically you want to take out the summoners first, especially with a class like this. So... yeah, even blocking here, where it would give me 100% damage across those two cards, not worth it. Actually, it is worth it. Block, double onslaught. It's worth it because of my ultimate. So this is a great example of a good time to use chain attack. Where I will get 2 blocks, but I'll still end up taking 1 damage here. I think instead we'll insight. So now I'm at 3 blocks. I'm going to draw an extra card next turn. I got some stances out. Use this once per round. Does it make sense to use Inhuman Utterings? I miscalculated, by the way. It costs 1. I think we'll start by taking this guy out. Which didn't quite happen. I think I made a mistake on this card. And again, the Inhuman Utterings, or the many strikes didn't land on the guy I wanted it to. Okay. So what? Chain attack, double onslaught doesn't seem worth it. I think it's gonna kill though, so might as well, right?
Oh, hello. It's good to see you.
Interesting. So, his building is out here for whatever reason, which is kind of odd, and he's out here. I think I'll take a special passive. Oh, this one. It's very good, I think. Doubles the value of my my candles, I think. Oh, interesting. This is a high volume of attacks coming through. This would be a good spot to have that stun everybody card. Thankfully, these guys are weak. Like, severe negative armor. And I don't think I really want to block, because it's just too much to even try. So we're gonna go with, let's deal some damage here. Good, I took out at least one guy, which is a win. Again, that's, you know, Not terribly too much damage, so kind of okay with that. Okay, small strikes doing work here. And yes, we'll block and block, get a free card next turn. Curious what this is gonna do. Nothing really of value. Should have known. So might as well small strikes, right? Let's ensure that we kill this guy. They get tougher as the battle goes on. Insight, block. 2 block, you're doing extra damage. Get the kill. Right now, just Captain Big Boy here. 4 hits. Sight, block, attack. So I'm going to take damage here. Use my bonus. But there's no getting around it. I'll let that lapse. Sight, block, draw up, stun. He's immune. I pretty consistently fail to notice that. just some commentary on my own abilities here. Yeah, I'm in the end of this fight already mode. The fact that he's dealing 4 damage, or 4 attacks every turn, I can't keep up with it. I'm not going to get to use my class's focus ability, so there's basically no point. That was a pretty annoying fight overall. Just
Found what was protected by when you filled your
really, you know, in the weakness of my class. Multiple enemies, multiple attacks. Unlock a new armor slot for runestones. Yes, please. These tend to be pretty powerful. I already know that one of the runestones that like the runestone I have equipped right now is plus 10 armor. So it's better than that, because I can upgrade runestones. It's my max HP. First turn. Go with the HP for now. I'm gonna boost my candle level before I draw one of those cards. I should have done that before even stepping into this battle. Got a lot of attacks coming in. Can't block them all, however. Currently blocking the most powerful one. Hopefully I'll get a stun on him soon. I guess that this, he gets a number of attacks equal to my candle level. Since I'm at 1, 2, 4. I think we're gonna go for a bit of speed here. I clicked the wrong button, which is quite annoying actually. It's a good turn to just reduce the incoming damage. Get a heal off. Okay, plus 50% damage next turn sounds kind of nice. Too many attacks to really stop again. I think we'll get off the stun here, since that slows him down in addition to stopping the damage. And clearly we're gonna try to attack this guy down. We will kill him. Thankful. Okay. So now I can just get the blocks I need. Start putting out the damage on this big guy. I should probably be focusing him since he's more likely to multi-attack, just based off what I've been seeing. Let's block his hits. I'm blocking both of those hits. I just have to deal with that guy this turn. The ultimate doesn't get any stronger than this, basically. This is full value. 2 cards and 1 energy. So we'll take that. For whatever reason, Onslaught doesn't stack with this targeted block ability, which sucks, in my opinion. But yeah, we'll small strikes just because it's the most value. Attack him. Okay. Stun the big guy. Hopefully this will kill him. Gonna be focused for this turn. Great news. Damage to get the kill. So, attacks that cost 2, which is everything I'm being offered right now. Not super fond of, right? Unless they're dishing out stuns? 4 hits for 100% damage to random enemies. Value-wise, that's pretty good. Double strike, 2 hits for 100% damage, cleave. It's okay. This is targeted. Cleave is kind of nice. 1 hit for 150% to a random enemy, stun a random enemy, and reduce someone's armor by 50. Not a fan. Stuns, you want to be able to rely on them. I think we're going to take this as just damage value. I don't expect I'm really going to get a lot of actual value out of it.
Hello, noble knight. I haven't seen her for a while, but that's okay.
So what are you good for? Duplicate every 15th card. Increase my combat slots. I think we're gonna exchange that back in town for a different rare rune. I don't think that's actually what I'm looking for. Got the hanging tree over here. Got damage reduction or increase a card's cost next turn. I think I'm gonna have to live with the increased cost next turn. I want to take out Sloppy Guy here. Okay. And I would like to be able to block that. Should be enough to get the kill, which is good enough for me, even though kind of got fucked by the tainted card. It's the value block, and this is gonna deal all those hits to that guy, so great application of that card. See what's going on at the hanging tree.
As you approach the tree, it seems to you draw closer, and suddenly dozens of rotting bodies dangle and sway. Something falls.
Okay. Back to Gar. Damage. Damage everybody at the end of my turn. I think we'll take that for now, until my max HP actually is a factor in some way. I'm gonna let my candle run out. This is a very easy fight. So even for this class, I think I'll still be okay. Increase the damage of this guy, or lose 2 energy next turn. Not gonna fall into that trap again. So we'll block. Increases damage. Considering I'm blocking anyways, it's not really a problem. How much damage are you doing? 19 to 41? It's about 20 times 4. It should just be a kill. Go. Got a word stone since I'm running in dark mode here. Just take that left path here. Counter that I think we're gonna light up for. Okay. Gain 50% damage. Probably not. Or 10 armor next turn. I think we're just gonna let it lapse. Actually, we're not gonna let it lapse. We're gonna take the damage. I don't have enough block to really block out. So we're gonna take the damage, and we're gonna play this high damage card. It's a great time to run the flute. It's gonna get pummeled in the face. Okay. Get a kill. Block. Block. Again, it's a free block. I probably should have coupled that with insight now that I think about it. Yeah, I definitely should have done that. Oh well. We'll block again. Get a kill. Oh, I still have the energy. Not enough to kill, though. And I wasted my ult by pushing the wrong button.
The shrine. You feel it?
You're not mistaken. I just couldn't keep my end of the bargain.
Oh wow. Okay, so I must have activated 10 of these shrines since I acquired this quest. I think it's finally coming to a close.
Tell her that her quest is what's important and that she should push through the pain.
You're right.
She bids you
So there's a bunch of these quests where you're trying to, you know, save an NPC, but it's always just you choose some dialogue to say, yeah, don't die, please. And they, you know, gratefully don't die. Extra damage or 5 armor next turn. I would rather get the extra damage, especially with this Storm of Blades. However, I would much prefer to keep my focus for next turn. So we're gonna block and Storm of Blades. Okay, so I'm gonna get hit twice. Insight, block, and onslaught. I think this guy is the most dangerous, truthfully. So again, managed to keep a full block here. Okay, so this time, I basically want to kill this guy. Onslaught will help me achieve that goal. And the card that I use to block with, it doesn't give me any ultimate, but it will give me an extra card that costs 0 on my next turn, which is probably just going to be more valuable. All right. And so something I'm definitely starting to realize is that focus ability, very strong. If you can manage to get that ball rolling. I should probably focus on that a little bit more, of getting full defenses.
prisoner, but he still doesn't answer.
Alright, we'll train with him. 5% damage each turn. I think we're going to take the 5% each turn. Alright, we got our first boss. I am going to candle up for it. Oh boy, quite a few enemies here. Powerful buffs to inspire his allies, and a heavy attack whenever his companions die. So he actually... Okay, interesting. Enemy casts barriers and redirects damage from the whole group. Oh. Interesting. the damage of all enemies by 75%. Reduce the cost of one random card by 2. I'm gonna let that lapse for next turn. So, yeah, I think we just want to put out a block. That Storm of Blades here, right? What just happened? No damage was dealt. Okay, so all the damage went to him. If I stun him, it'll interrupt it. Well, I guess we're killing him first. Okay, so I have 2 attacks to block this turn. Just looking fine. Small strikes is just good damage efficiency. No, we want to attack that guy, so let's attack that guy. Why not, eh? I should probably drop that armor debuff on him. Just make sure I have a hand that attacks next turn. Okay, only 1 attack coming in. I got a block to block it with. And I do in fact have a good hand for damage this turn. With 2 onslaughts and small strikes. So, where I'm already blocking as well. We're going to use that. Drastically reduce his armor. Oh, we'll get a kill. Good. He's going to attack next turn. Okay, I have 3 attacks coming in this turn. And I think I'm just going to block him. So that's 2 blocks and then a targeted block. This final guy here. So I'm not going to use my ultimate this turn, but very likely to use it next turn. Bit unfortunate considering I had expended my acid flask turn before. Yeah, 25% armor. That for sure. Get off 1 block, keep the damage train going. And just beat this guy's face in. Okay, a lot of attacks coming in here. So we're going to start with this to draw up. I would like to draw a stun, I believe. See what we get. Nice, we got that stun. Glad for the order I played this in. I'm going to turn this into a full block turn again. Yep, the stun landed, good. 2 blocks. Okay. A lot of damage coming out of this guy. Alright, we'll start with Storm of Blades. We'll see where this takes us. Maybe I'll draw a card. I'm not going to be able to full block if he lives. So I think we're going to give him the armor treatment here. Okay, good. It took him down all the way. Killed everybody, actually. I have no block right now, so yeah, the attack's just doing more damage. Okay, and I'm pretty sure we just get the kill here. Right, so this turn-over-turn damage stacking worked out pretty good there. I think I did get a little bit lucky with that stun. Kind of kept that gravy train going. Though I would have gone all damage if I had not drawn it. Yeah, but alright. The class can get overwhelmed. I think kind of worryingly easy, and there will just be more multi-attackers as the battles continue here. So I need to be on watch for that. One hit for 75% damage. Free attacks seem decent in this class where I feel very pressured on cash, or on energy. 150% damage. It comes back to my hand. For 300% damage. And a big armor debuff, but it costs 2. I think we'll take this. I would like to get some more defensive options, truthfully. A reroll, still pretty cheap, and okay, just more attacks. Attacks it is. 250% damage to all enemies. And this reduces by my damage base. My damage base I don't think is really that hot. Not a fan of either of these. Let's see how Steel Eater goes, you know? Like, why not? I feel at this point, not really loving this class, truthfully. First turn boost. Ultimate charge each turn. That's okay. Additional card every 4th card played. This seems better. I think we'll take that.
This feels like an echo of something that happened before.
I'm going to take the heart here. There we go. I'm going to head back to town and end the video here. Not digging the class so much, but if you are, let me know. And thanks for watching.